Hi everyone, Arinzeh here. I'm so glad to be back in 2025 and the year is already up and running and I hope it's been great for you. Now, ahead of planning out the year, I thought we would highlight some iconic events that happen in London throughout the year that you're going to want to take note of and possibly plan ahead. So let's dive in. This is actually part of a two-part series we're going to do because we've got quite a bit to cover. So in this part, we're going to start with the sporting events and let's see how we get on. First up is Six Nations Rugby, the English matches. Now, it goes on from February to March of 2025, and this is an annual international men's rugby union competition that brings England, France, Ireland, Italy, Scotland, and Wales in competition together. England holds their home matches at Twickenham Rugby Stadium. The current championship holders are Ireland, who won back in 2024. The tournament was first played in 1883 as a Home Nations Championship, and it was between the four home nations of the United Kingdom, England, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. In 1910, it added France, renaming the championship to the Five Nations, and in 2000, it was then expanded to the Six Nations when Italy was added. It starts on the first weekend of February and finishes on the second or third Saturday in March. There are a total of 15 matches played, and since the inaugural Six Nations tournament in 2000, only England and Ireland have avoided finishing last. Maybe the water's more your speed. Let's check out the boat race that happens on the 13th of April 2025. This race stretches over 4.25 miles of tidal Thames in West London between Putney and Mortlake. It originated back in 1829, and the boat race is an annual event between the crews from the University of Oxford and University of Cambridge. The women's boat race first took place in 1927. It is one of the oldest and most famous amateur sporting events, and the race has been attended by over 250,000 spectators at the banks of the river. The teams compete in 8-oared rowing boats, each steered by a cox. The rowers and the coxes on the teams come from all backgrounds with different levels of rowing experience. The crews include Olympians, world champions, and students who learn to row at Oxford or Cambridge. The race starts downstream at Putney Bridge and passes under Hammersmith Bridge and Barnes Bridge before finishing just before Chiswick Bridge. The record time held on the course in the men's race is 16 minutes 19 seconds, set by Cambridge in 1998, and the women's boat race record is 18 minutes 33 seconds, set by Cambridge in 2017. Now, if you're like me and tennis is your gig, then Wimbledon is absolutely the tournament you're going to want to attend. This is the most iconic tennis championship in the world. It is part of the 4 Grand Slams and it's held in the UK every year around July. This year, it's going to be held the 30th of June through the 13th of July, and it's always held at the All England Club in Wimbledon, better known or affectionately known as SW19. Not only is it the most iconic tennis tournament, as I mentioned, it's also the world's oldest tournament. It's celebrated for its grass courts and traditional strawberries and cream experience. It's been held at the All England Club since 1877. It's the only tennis major still played on grass, which was the traditional tennis playing surface. It's also the only major that retains a nighttime curfew, though matches can now continue until 11 p.m. under the lights of the pitches. It takes place over 2 weeks, and the ladies and gentlemen's singles finals are scheduled for the Saturday and Sunday at the end of the second week of the tournament. The other thing I think worth noting about Wimbledon, and I've been to actually all 4 Grand Slams, is it's absolutely the most quintessential, calm, serene sporting event. You're not going to get blasted by logos and advertisements all over the place. It really does feel like you've been invited to a beautiful country club, so I highly recommend that you attend. Now, it has modernized and gone with the times a bit, because in 2025, the Wimbledon Championships all in-person line judges will be replaced by the electronic line calling system for the first time in the tournament's 147-year history. Wimbledon remains one of the very few major sporting events where you can buy premium tickets on the day of play. Each day, a large queue forms to buy either one of the limited show court tickets available or a grounds pass. Tickets are sold on the best available 1 per person queuing basis. Now beware, queuing can start the night before and increases very early in the morning, so make sure to bring your snacks, layers, and maybe even a backpack. There are 500 tickets available for center court, excluding the last 4 days. You can also buy a grounds pass for access to all the courts as well as the hill, where the center and number 1 courts are shown on a big screen. Next up at number 4, we're going to feature Ascot, which is an annual race, and this year is going to be held 17th through 21st of June 2025. It's held at the Ascot Race Courses in Berkshire, which is near London, and this is a world-famous horse racing event known for its royal procession, strict dress code, and vibrant social scene. If you want to know more about sporting events, make sure to check out my top sporting events for a full history and details of the races. Now, of course, we can't talk about London or UK without talking about soccer or football. And here, it's the Premier League that's going to be the highlight. Obviously, matches are played at the home clubs of the Premier League football clubs. This is the highest level of the English Football League system, and is contested by 20 clubs, and it works on a promotion and relegation system with the English Football League. Each team plays 38 matches, 2 against each other team, 1 home and 1 away. There'll be 33 weekends and 5 midweek matches in 2025 schedule. At number 6, we're going to highlight the 100 Cricket. This is being held in August of 2025, and fixtures will be in the summer, with dates being confirmed soon. The location will be the Kia Oval and the Lord's Cricket Grounds in St. John's Wood. It's a faster-paced version of cricket, with matches lasting approximately 2.5 hours as opposed to days. Almost all the matches take place as back-to-back double-headers at the same venue on the same day. 1 ticket gives access to both the men's and women's games. So we have highlighted 6 of our 20 top events that you can take part in 2025. We're going to end the video here, but make sure to check out the second video coming next week, because we're going to move on to arts, culture, and so many other fabulous things to do in 2025. Now, if you have liked this video, please make sure to hit a thumbs up, or if it's your first time, welcome, and hopefully you'll consider subscribing, because I put out weekly videos about the London property market and living in this fabulous city. So let's see you on the next video. Bye for now. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, and if it's your first time on my channel, don't forget to subscribe to make sure you don't miss a single episode, as we put out weekly videos about the London property market and living in this incredible city.